Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this is an M44, the tier 6 American SPG, and we're located on the northwest spawn of mines. And this particular one is being commanded by talon1958. Now the M44 is still the only tank in all of wargaming, all of World of Tanks, that is still in active service to this day. That's the thought, isn't it? All the tanks, all of the tank destroyers, all of them have been consigned to museums with one exception. The M44 is still in service in the Turkish army. And it looks like Talon is headed over to Nigel's spot. Well, Nigel's spot was discovered by me during gameplay, and I realised this spot was actually incredibly powerful. And Talon has located himself in Nigel's spot, and there you can see why. You're looking at the entrance to the donut from side on. Round in, and oh look, he took out that tank right into the side of him. That must have been a big shock. You know, all of a sudden shell hits you from an unknown angle, and he must have thought to himself, what was going on there? Well, he just took out that tank. Or did he? No, actually he didn't get the kill, but he did fire the round in anyway. Okay, we've got two tanks on the south approach to the hill, but it looks like Talon's a little too close to the rock. He needs to move into the bushes to be absolutely certain of getting the right angle. Okay, he's changed position. That's better. That will give him a good angle on the targets. And look at that, a BDR-G1. He thinks he's safe hiding behind the rock, and he's not. As that first round goes in, 141 hit points from a splash, landed right in front of the BDR. But you see, he's sitting there thinking, oh, I'm nice and safe behind this rock. No, you're not safe at all. You're actually very vulnerable. Round out. Kill shot. 94 hit points. BDR's out the game. And that IS moves up to the rock thinking, yes, I can shoot from here. I can pop my nose out and have a look at the enemy and then run back into cover. Well, you're about to get a rude awakening. This position is incredibly vulnerable. And he's been stunned, which he can't be too happy about, which is going to affect his play. He fires around the corner. Unfortunately, he does take out the T-34, but is he about to get a shell? I think he is. Round out, and it lands right in front of him for 208 hit points. 3 critical hits, so that's bound to have affected him. Talon was having a quick look there to the south, see if there was anything he could hit down there. Dialing in again on the IS, almost ready to fire, ready to go. Round out, right into the side. Look at that mark on the side of his chassis. Huge HE stain from where the shell hit him. He did 151 hit points of damage from that shot, and he must have knocked out a crew member. But unfortunately, the IS has just killed a KV-1, and that round lands in front of him, and that does 207 hit points of damage. Well, he's down to 564 now, so he's within one shot range, but not quite. Looks like that M4's angling to get a shot round the corner, so's the IS. But not anymore. With 164 hit points of damage, he's pulling back. He's not happy. He's not happy at all, and I don't blame him. Now he's going to hide behind that BDR wreck, because I think he realises there's something shooting him from his left-hand side. But it's not going to protect him. Yes, that round goes right into his rear. 221 hit points. The M4's poking round the corner. The IS has got virtually no hit points left. He's going to go down in the next shot. And I think it may be Talon who's going to deal it. No! Unfortunately, Talon was beaten to the score by the Scorpion. Oh dear, that is such a pity, because he deserved that kill. He did most of the damage to that IS. But he was taken out of the game nevertheless. Now he's doing a quick bit of counter battery. He's looking for the enemy Arty. The enemy Arty is another M44, and I think he needs to pull back out. You need a wider view when you're doing counter battery. But he's got a Churchill 7 there, and he can hit that, and he can hit it nicely. Round out. Right on the money. Look at that, 185 hit points. Look where the yellow mark is on the front. Must have taken out his driver. And that was 185 hit points on that Churchill 7. He's pulled back behind the rock. He's not going to take part in the game if he's going to get completely hit all the time. Right. Oh, that one hit the rock face. Yeah, you can see the mark on the rock face there. So he missed the Jagdpanzer. But give it another go and see if this time the RNG's okay. The Jagdpanzer's hiding as well. So it's going to have to be a splash hit. And we know the Churchill's behind there as well. And he takes out the Jagdpanzer with a splash hit. And there's the Churchill, and he can't be happy either. He's already had one hit, and it looks like he's got the stock turret on that Churchill. Oh, that one hit the target. Bang on the target. Shell disappeared. No explosion. You can tell that he hit the target there. Actually, it's not the stock turret there on the Churchill, but it is one of the lesser turrets, I think. Round out. No, landed on the ground in front, but I must have done some damage to the Churchill. Yeah, I think it did. He's down to 220 hit points now. 26% of his health. He was tracked. He's not really taking any part. And there's the M44 has been found, but he's going after the Churchill again. Splashes him. There's the M44. He was in the corner. Okay, dialing in. Now he's pulling back behind the corner. And he's picking up some damage assistance there from the Churchill, who's just been taken out. And it's only the M44 left. But I think he's pulled back behind that shed now because he is the last one alive on their team. And he knows that the enemy are about to appear. There he is. He's come around the corner. He's done a shotgun, but it didn't work. And that round goes in, does 10 hit points of damage, stuns the M44, who now is in a very precarious position, and he's just been taken out by the ELC, who does a quick drive past. And that's the end of the game. So I guess that Talon enjoyed Nigel's spot. It really is very, very powerful. Let's have a look at the end of battle results. And it's a second class tanker for talon1958 in the M44. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 13 in that one. And of course he picked up the 2 kills. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he did the highest damage on his team. In fact, the highest damage overall, but it wasn't enough for 20% of the enemy hit points, so he didn't pick up the high caliber, unfortunately. But he managed to get 1,690 hit points altogether. That was more than the top 2. He also managed to get the highest number of kills, or joint highest number of kills, which was 2. And when it came to base XP, he was top of the table with 804. He fired 17 rounds, got 5 direct hits, 5 penetration and 11 splash damage. He did damage of 1,690 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 5 of the enemy but only killed 2 of them, but he did get damage assistance of 201 hit points and stun assistance of 244 off 13 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 35,742 credits, and after ammunition resupply, he was left with 27,157 credits. He received 1,206 XP, and he had a personal reserves bonus going at the same time for 100%, so he took away 2,412 experience points altogether. But I think the thing that he really liked is he really wrecked the enemy, and that's absolutely true. That position is absolutely perfect for dealing a lot of damage to any enemy who tries to come up the south approach to the hill. If they try to get in through the bottleneck, through the opening to the donuts, they can expect to receive an artillery round right into their side as they go through that gap. And that can be really game wrecking for the enemy. So I'm glad that Talon enjoyed that, because it is a really good position to fire from, but it will be disappearing in update 1.0, or rather not disappearing, it will still be there, but it will be a lot more vulnerable to the enemy because there will be no ridgeline there, so you can't hide from the enemy. You will still be able to use it, but they'll probably be able to see you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this replay. If you did, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in our next video.